I'm Billy Strings, and I play the guitar.
Now, when someone says that there's two groups of bluegrass these days, neo-traditional and progressive, what do you see as someone who's a younger person in the bluegrass scene? Do you see that there's a difference, or is there a bridge, or where are we right now?
Well, bluegrass is such a short list of bands that are actually bluegrass bands, but there's also like a lot of people that push the boundaries and stretch it out. Like a lot of the bands nowadays, the String Dusters and Green Sky and stuff like that. These are bands that are steeped in bluegrass, but then they stretch out, myself included. I don't like to pigeonhole myself as just bluegrass or just this or that. I just like music. So
well, I was wondering if blurring the lines goes against the creed of what traditional bluegrass is. Playing devil's advocate with that question. Right.
Well, I love the old stuff. That's what I grew up on. I grew up listening to Doc and Merle and Lester and Earl and Ralph Stanley and Stanley Brothers, Jim and Jesse and Osborne Brothers and stuff like that. Jimmy Martin. I grew up listening to that stuff, but I also listen to Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath and King Crimson and
it's almost, how can you not be influenced by other things?
And as I grow musically, I can't stick to one thing, man. I got to go outside the fence and eat the fresh grass that's on the other side out there in the pasture.
I agree. Well, I remember I had interviewed Larry Sparks one time, and he had said, you can drive any car you want, but you got to stay within the lines.
Larry's, man, he's great. He's one of the, I should have mentioned him as well. I grew up listening to him. But think about Newgrass Revival and stuff like that. These guys, they're bluegrass instruments, sort of, but they're just completely pushing the boundaries. And now
they're considered pillars of the genre. Where
See, I would call them Newgrass. Newgrass Revival. But those guys, I don't think they claim to be bluegrass. And so I guess there is a line there. I'm on both sides of it. I just played with David Grisman and his bluegrass band.
Well, I was just going to say,
that was pure bluegrass, man.
Yeah, David is definitely a traditionalist with the old school.
With his bluegrass band, but then he's got dog music, and all of that stuff, which is totally his own thing, because...
What's it like up there when you're playing with him, when you're looking eye to eye in the heat of the song?
Woo! It's intense. It's great.
Now, how did you get your start in bluegrass?
My dad.
Your dad?
Yep.
So, can you elaborate on that, where it all began?
Well, he's a badass guitar player and singer himself, and, when I was a little kid, I just wanted to be just like him. He was my hero.
Yeah, you're shredding up there, and that's the word I hear all the time when your name pops up, like a younger version of Tony Rice. I don't know if he was a big influence on you personally.
Yeah,
but.
All those guys, Tony and Norman Blake, Dan Crary, and...
Yep. What do you love about bluegrass? What sets it apart from other genres?
It's acoustic, man. It's we can do this whether we got a PA or microphones or not, and we certainly don't need a goddamn computer.
You can't hide behind it.
No.
Anything. There's nothing to hide behind.
No. So, that's what I love about it. It's pure, it's organic, it's real, and there's a drive to it. It's like a machine when it all is going. It's like all the pistons start firing off, and you got the fiddle driving right with the mandolin and the banjo, and the bass is thumping, and the 3-part harmonies are kicking in real good, and there's nothing like it,
Raymond Fairchild told me one time that it's like a team of horses, and if one horse fails, the whole team falls down.
Yeah, totally.